Well, hello. Welcome to basically what I call my dream house. You're looking at some really cool cactus, and I have on the lot, if I get it, fruit tree. I believe this is going to be oranges because the tree is so large, but I'm not sure. So, as you can see, house needs a little skirting repair, but this is what it looks like. And we can back way up on the other side when I get there, and I'll show you that. This is actually really cool how they did this, because this is actually a travel trailer that can be pulled off, but they added on to it that whole significant portion there, which I think is really, really cool. I'll see if I can look inside the window to show you, but it's next to all these vacant lots that way and all these vacant lots that way, so it's almost like, if I get it, it's almost like living on my own land like I want to. I always have the ability to dismantle it and to take it off. It's got those nice shade things over the window that you don't normally see, which is really cool. Helps to keep out the sun. There's a little work on a couple pieces there, no big deal. But what's cool on this is the skirting's in really good shape, which is very different from my current house. And it's got really nice flowering trees and a palm in the back that kind of covers up that back den window. So let's see if we can grab a peek inside, because they left the window open and I won't even be able to see it until I upload the video. So I guess here's the inside. This would be the living room, and then I imagine right now the camera is staring at the kitchen. There's a little travel trailer sort of stove in there. The floor is wood, and look at the ceiling. No leaks on the ceiling like mine has. My current one has. So it's a little peek of the inside. I'm anxious to see what the inside looks like, because I'm still waiting on the family of this guy that he passed away. He owned several of them in our community. The family's wanting to unload them so they don't have to pay the lot rent on 6 or 7 of them, and I don't blame them at all. Here's the back of the house, and as you can see, yes, it was once a travel trailer, and yes, it has an add-on. So you can still get under it easy because that part's not skirted yet, but if I was to get it, I would skirt it in. And we have that big orange tree, and we have gravel that's not full of weeds, easy to maintain. Come around this way, that's the rear door. There's another rear door, or would have been another door on this, but it is covered up. I don't think we can see inside beyond the screen. No, we can't. But anyway, that area back there, it's got some really cool, like a built-in mint green vintage looking shelves. And that's where the furnace is. And then my internet, so I could keep chatting with people, would go through that telephone interface, believe it or not. And we don't have dial-up, but same kind of idea. The cool thing about this one is, because it's a travel trailer, which I like, is that it has the RV electricity that's hooked right into the amp box. So what I could do theoretically is if I wanted to save money and I leave, I'd be able to shut off the electricity completely. So this is the view from the back. Palm trees in the sky. And then if we pan over this way, of course it gets a little more populated, I guess you could say. But you still got the mountain views back there. Not quite as pronounced as just a few little spaces over where I live. But here's your sky. Another beautiful Arizona day for right now. I can feel the monsoon rain is coming on. I'm trying to figure out if this might be a lime tree, because look, this one's already turning, and that's what the key limes will do sometimes. I'm going to take one off of here. Actually, I'm going to take a couple and put them in my fruit water. I make fruit water with, you just go around to these wild trees and you pull off the fruit, and then you throw it into some water. You can do it with cucumbers too. So, also on the lot is this big yucca. And I like that because the land that I lost in Texas, all that acreage I had, was known as a yucca forest. These things were all over. But you can't brush up against them because they will slice you real easy. And then on this empty lot here, we have a nice sago palm, I do believe, is what it is. The reason that the pads are empty in this park is because this is one of the oldest parks around. And there are a lot of homes that, you know, people have passed away in, or they only come to stay a certain amount of the year. So you get a variation. Like in the back, there's brand new, really, really nice, state-of-the-art. You know, single wides are like $31,000 now to have them delivered, and you don't get the skirting or anything with it, just the actual thing itself. So anybody that thinks that it's an ultra cheap way to live and they might be buying an apartment somewhere or even a tiny house that might look you know, pristine, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess there's an in-between there. But anyway, I have a lot in my mind to do with this. But right across the way, this would be my neighbors, which, as you can see, there are none. So walk around this way, and this would be one of the other properties that the guy owned that passed, and this is what we call a pull-off. I can go right through the window and show you. This is typically what you see, and it kind of looks very much like mine did when I moved in, to be honest with you. But it's too far gone, as you can see, to be repaired, so somebody will buy it probably for $1 for the scrap metal in order to get it off the lot, as this man's family is paying $411 for 7 properties that he bought up in here, and that's a hell of a lot of money. So that's just to give you an idea. You could fix that up and you could live in it. They literally will sell it to you for $1, so you have a lot of room to wiggle. Has potential, but it'd be easier to pull it off if you have the money for a house. If not, if you don't have the money for a brand new one or a nice house, you come to Arizona, you can pick one of these up for $1, and I know it looks rough, but with a little blood, sweat, and tears, you could fix it up. It comes some traffic, and then I'm going to go back around this way because for my own notes, I want to take a look. This particular one doesn't have the evaporative cooler, so I'm going to kind of study the air conditioner and how it's sitting, because if I came over here, I might take mine with me, and because mine is brand new, I've never used it. But I don't. If that isn't a sign, I don't know what it is. Look at that on the doorknob. I like only wear Converse, and somebody hung that really cool shoe up there. I wish they were 2 and they were my size, because I would take them. So anyway, be my neighbors over there if I move this way, and plenty of room to park here and shade. And I'm really excited about this tree. It might be one that they fuse together because it looks like key limes, but then it also looks like oranges at the top. So I know I already picked some off, but I'm gonna pick one of these too. Oops. Or 2. And I dropped it. And I put those in my pocket and try those in my fruit water. I love that cactus. If anyone knows what kind of cactus that is, let me know. Because I've got some, it falls off and it grows really cool. But it'll stick the hell out of you. But they get really big, nice flowers on them. And then underneath this tree, these little things, these are all palm trees. And they get in the right spot, they're gonna grow pretty quick, and then before you know it, you have one like this over here. Or like that. Or like that. How cool would this be to live on this lot and pick my own fruit right off of the tree? Pretty much year round, because it'll start to blossom again as those are ripening, and then you'll get a little bit more in the cooler months. So anyway, now I'm gonna get back on the scooter, and this is the point where the video will get sort of shaky because I am driving. We just had us a little traffic jam there. You know, this side of the park isn't as full and populated as where I'm at. So that's why I laughed about the traffic. I'm actually going to go the long way because I made a long video. It's going to take forever anyway, so I'm going to go around the back. And I know I'm shaking around, but I'm on the scooter, so you're basically getting to see the same things that I'm seeing. Here's a speed bump. Do you believe I'm riding this thing with one hand? Look, look, Ma, no hands. See how nice people have all their yards? They've done a lot of work to them. And that was my point, you know, back there, is that you can buy one that's kind of in rough shape. This is probably our most expensive one in the park. That's like a $500,000 plus. But go back over here to my house. There's my friend with the pug. She's got a female pug. She didn't see me, or she wanted to ignore me, and that's fine because I feel that way sometimes too. So there's my current house. So we're pulling up, and I gotta put my foot down, let it be shaky. Never did pick up that paint for my project yesterday. I was really tired, so hey, guess what? I'm gonna signal off with this. This is badass.